Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gwyneth.Linton, and I am with I Am Light Healing by Gwyneth. And I am a Reiki Master, a drugless practitioner. I am a healer. I do some spiritual counseling. I am here to encourage you and to help you with your manifestations. I am creating a community on this channel where people can come on and ask questions about energy work. If you have questions about Reiki, if you have questions about spiritual healing, manifestation, breaking habits, or anything like that, you've come to the right place. And we express all these things in a positive, high vibration. If you like my channel, if you watched other videos, please like, share. You know somebody who could use this video, that you think that might like the content on this channel, please share. Leave your comments. They're welcome. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer your questions. I will leave in the comments information to get in contact with me. If you would like to work one-on-one with me, I can do sessions by distance. On some occasions, I do go out and go to clients. I am in the Las Vegas area. So now that we got all that out of the way, remember to like, share, or comment. Be a participant. Today we are talking about the spirit of excellence. I will be looking down on my notes here and there that I left for myself because I want to make sure that I hit on these particular subjects or different little tips that I put down to remind myself about what I wanted to talk about, because I always ask Spirit on the morning that I'm making a video, what is it that you want me to talk about? What is it that I need to express today, or that what do the people need? And so I was hearing about the spirit of excellence this morning. And I want to start by defining what the spirit of excellence is. Maybe you heard the term, maybe you never heard it before. It's often used in a traditional spiritual background or something like that. But if you've never heard about it, let's get into that right now and open that up. Spirit of excellence. What is the spirit of excellence? Refers to the mindset that strives for the best outcome in any endeavor, characterized by dedication, perseverance, and a commitment to continuous improvement, often seen as a way to honor God or to achieve personal goals. Okay? Spirit of excellence. When I say spirit of excellence, I always say, often in my prayers, when I'm saying my prayer, I say, Spirit, help me to operate in the spirit of excellence for the highest and best good. The highest and best good for me and everybody that is a participant or part of this, or that I will come in contact with. I want to be at my best. When you're going out, maybe on a date, or you're going out for an event or something, a concert or a vacation or whatever it is, maybe even a job interview, you want to look your best. You want to feel your best. You want to feel as if you belong, or you're educated, or you have the tools that you need for that situation, right? You want to feel prepared. You don't want to feel unprepared. You want to make sure that you're dressed properly. You don't want to go in shorts and everybody else is in business. You don't want to, everybody has their church best on, and here you come in with flip-flops and a bathing suit. But we live here on the West Coast, so sometimes we see that. Sometimes people do that. That's what they want to do. They come out with their shorts and their bathing suit tops and whatever, and that's what they do. But for the most case, you know what we're talking about. You want to look the part. You want to feel the part, because then you can feel your highest and best good, right? When you're wearing that outfit that's comfortable for you, that just looks great on you, you're feeling your best. But if you're wearing something that's too tight for you, it's uncomfortable, and you just, you don't feel good. You feel uncomfortable, not comfortable in your space, not grounded. Because when we're grounded, we feel comfortable in ourselves. We feel comfortable in our own atmosphere. Grounding. When we feel grounded, I'm open to hear, to notice what's going on around me. I am paying attention to that wind. I am paying attention to the change of volume that's around me. I am paying attention and observing everything that is taking place. when I'm grounded, okay? Important thing to be grounded, okay? So within that spirit of excellence, having that dedication and perseverance, all good things to strive for the best outcome. And someone might be saying, well, why wouldn't you do, why would you do things otherwise? Why would you not do things? Maybe I don't know the term of spirit of excellence, but why would I want less than that? But often in our life, we're sometimes arriving in a place where we're not wanting the best for our life. You know what I'm talking about. Where we might have some habits or behavior or addictive behavior or something that we're doing that's not for our highest and best good. Could be our eating habits. It could be the company that I keep. I'm around these people and they're negative, or they're always into negative situation, or they're always complaining, or, in the line of work that I do with energy work, it's all about bringing the positive and raising the vibration, because that brings good things in. But negative things bring negative things in. So I want to hold to the positive. I understand and believe that thought forms can cause different situations to take place in my life, physically, mentally, emotionally, So I'm very careful about what I represent, how I show up, and what I put out. I'm very, I want to say that I am responsible for the energy that I put out, okay? We have many people that are not responsible for the energy that they put out. That's just who they are. They say negative things, they push negative things towards you, or they want you to think the way they think, or everything is bad, nothing is going good, everything is horrible, we're having a horrible time, and that's what their experience is. Excuse me, because that's what they're putting out. We're going to receive whatever we put out. We're going to bring that into our atmosphere. Excuse me. So if you're in this crowd with these negative people, everything is negative for them. Everything is going wrong. Everybody's doing bad. They're the gossip person, or always talking about somebody in a negative feature. That's not the person that I want to be around. That is not something that I want to invite willingly into my life. So if I find that somebody is in a negative space, I might decide that I might need a break from them. We might have to separate. Why would I invite negative things into my life? First, I need to believe and know that I deserve the highest and best good all the time. That I'm worthy of having good relationships. I'm worthy of having good opportunity. Why wouldn't I have the highest and best good? I'm nothing less. I'm not less than anybody else. Should have the same benefits and opportunities afforded for me. And that's when I believe in who I am and know that I'm worthy of love and acceptance, worthy of good opportunities. And once I have that mindset, then I invite the things in that are on that same level. And anything that is not on that level, I want to do away with. And somebody might say, well, I have this friend, they're really a good person, but they can be negative sometimes. Okay, do you want to take that on? Do you want to take on their negative habits? How is it going to affect you? Maybe you'll say, well, that's them. I'm not like that. It doesn't affect me, and I'm this way. But when you're around something negative, whether it be a person or action or activity, after a while, the strongest thing is going to take over. So is your positivity and your enlightenment, your positive outlook on life, is that more stronger than their negative features? Might not want to challenge myself there, depending on how strong I am or where I'm at in my life. But I'm in a place that I want to invite the good in. I want to operate in the spirit of excellence. I want to give my best. If I'm in a class, I want to give my best. I want to study. I want to read. I want to immerse myself totally into the subject, so I'm giving my highest and best good. Because I know that when I study and when I invest in myself, I know when I dip and immerse myself into the whole subject, I'm going to bring something positive out. I'm going to gravitate towards an opportunity or door open, you know? I'm building myself up. If I don't do those things, I can't expect a good outcome. If I'm not taking time to study, if I never read, if I never educate myself on anything, if I never immerse myself into the subject, how can I expect to know about it or to be good at it? In my relationship, I can't expect my relationship to grow and to bring and cultivate something good and positive if I'm not investing in it. I don't invest the time. I'm not working on my communication. We're not spending time together. How are we going to have this good relationship and none of these things are being invested? And when we find an issue or a problem that we come to, we just don't have to throw it out the door, but we need to invest in working on it. Can we fix this? What can we do to fix this? You know? But if I don't take the time to invest in my relationship and invest in my life, I'm not going to have anything. I'm not going to have the outcome that I want. It's not just going to arrive at my door. Oh, I want a good relationship, but I'm unwilling to do anything. Or I'm looking at the other person and I'm pointing fingers and I'm saying, they do this wrong and I don't like when they do that. But what about yourself? Are you looking in the mirror and are you evaluating yourself and your behavior? How am I on communicating? How am I on sharing my feelings and my emotions? You know, is there something negative that I'm doing? Do I have habits that don't honor me? You know, I'm asking, how's the world seeing me or how am I showing up? So I must evaluate. What is my speech like? When I talk, do people think that I'm illiterate and ignorant? When I talk, do people think that I'm educated and well-versed, approachable, honest? You know, do I act in simplicity? Because simplicity is something that is important to me. Now, it's not all about the certain kind of words and coming off a certain way, but I want to be approachable. I want to have simplistic ways, but I also want to have intellect. You know, I want to have a variety, a mixture of things. These things are important. I want to touch on a word that you've probably heard as well, simplify. Our Marines, they use that, simplify. Simplify Dallas. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. That's the whole word, but we hear simplify, and that's always faithful. Our Marines have used that symbol or that word from the beginning of times with the Marines, and this is something they adopted as a word, simplify, always faithful. And within always being faithful is about being loyal and having integrity. And that is something that they model themselves after. I have modeled my family after having integrity as well. My children, I have raised them to have integrity. Be honest. Even at the point that you have to tell on yourself or you might get in trouble if it's something that you're involved in, have integrity to tell the truth. Have integrity to say why you did what you did or why you felt it was important or why you messed up or, you know, have that conversation. Be that person. Yes, I selected that or yes, I said that. You know, don't be that kind of person that's hiding your hand and throwing a rock, you know? Don't be that kind of person that's ashamed of who you are. Be who you are. in your uniqueness. God made you a certain way with a certain unique quality in you on how you talk and how you walk and how you show up, and be willing to be that person and to stand by it. Spirit of excellence, simplify, having that excellence, having that goal, keeping that perseverance and that dedication. How many times have you had a friend or a family member, or maybe it's even yourself, you say you have a certain goal, you're like, I have these goals, I want to do this, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a fireman, I want to be whatever it is. Maybe I want to be a wife, maybe I want to be a mother. These certain things that I want to do, maybe I want to lose some weight, maybe I want to let go of my addiction, my addictive behavior. And then I decide that I want these things and I want this goal, but that's where it stops at. I talk about it, but I'm not about it. I'm talking about it, but I'm not about it, because I don't take any steps. I don't do anything to get to the goal. I got to take the first step. The first step is realizing that I need change. Some things need to change. Some things need to shift in order for me to be my highest and best good at that. And to be able to let go of this thing that I've been holding on to for so long. Maybe it's some hurt. Maybe it was some abuse. Maybe it was a behavior. Maybe it's something that was done to me or happened to me or something that I did to myself. I have to get to the first step and realize if I'm going to achieve that goal, I'm going to need to make some changes. I can't sit there and talk about, oh, I want to make these changes. I want to educate myself. I want to get that degree. I want to get this kind of job. I want to have this kind of relationship. But yet you're not working on anything. You're just sitting back waiting for it to arrive. You could say manifestation, affirmations. You can do all these things all day long. But if you're not making the necessary changes that you need to make in your life, you can't expect to get to that goal. I love writing things out. I love writing notes and stuff. And from the notes, that's only one step, because we're not just going to keep writing notes and then it's going to arrive. We're going to have to do more than that. But that's a step. It's part of the process. Part of the process is taking that first step and saying, hey, I need to make a change. I'm overeating, I'm eating all this junk food. I'm eating all these fried foods. I'm eating foods that don't have a health value. I'm not drinking enough water, whatever it is, And now I need to say, you know what, I'm not drinking enough water. Let me start by keeping track of my water. I'm going to start writing down every time I drink water or how much water I drink a day. At least I'll start there. Maybe 2 times a week, I'm going to have a healthy diet. I'm going to make sure I have vegetables. I'm going to make sure I have lean meats. I'm going to have more of a vegetarian diet on certain days. I'm starting somewhere. I'm actually seeing that through. And I like to make the list and notes, because after I do this, then I want to check this off. I want to be accountable for my behavior, that I am putting forth the energy and I'm actually doing this. If I don't have anybody else to be accountable to, maybe you have a friend and maybe you guys can talk about this together and this person helps you to be accountable. But if you don't have anybody else, you can just get that pen and that paper. Start somewhere. And if you mess up, then admit that you messed up. I didn't ride it through. I was supposed to eat healthy twice a week. That was my starting point. But I messed up. I just ate whatever I wanted all week. Be honest about it. Because if you're not honest about it, you're not going to be able to change it. Take the steps. I have an addiction. If you have an addiction, be willing to admit it. It's the first step. Okay, now what can I do to move past this issue or this addiction that I have? Can I reach out? Is there somewhere I can get some help? Is there somebody I can talk to about it that I can trust that could help me with it and not judge me about it, but actually be supportive to me? Then I want to start bringing those people around. I want to start getting and gravitating towards those people. First, I want to do a good observation to see, do I have anybody that would be positive to help me to move out of this? I'm evaluating that. Is there somewhere I can get help from? Where can I get help from? Am I willing to go get the help? Am I on that stage yet? See, it's a process to making these changes. This is where we're getting in and we're doing the hard work. The spirit of excellence is about perseverance and dedication, keeping to it. I got to make these changes for my health. I got to make these changes for my relationship. I got to make these changes so I can be this better. I need to be a better mom. I need to be a better partner. I need to be a better wife or husband or whatever. What am I going to do? I need to make a step. It's not going to just arrive. Oh, I want it to happen. I'm not going to just wish it and it's going to happen. I'm going to have to do the hard work. And the work is having that mirror work, that shadow work, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking at myself and I'm assessing who I am and where I am. What is it that I need to do? Maybe I need to speak better. Maybe I cuss like a sailor. And everywhere I go in, I want a certain job, but even when I go for a job interview, I find myself slipping and cussing. Or maybe I'm talking to somebody and representing myself. I want an opportunity, and here I am cussing like a sailor, and the people around me are looking around, and maybe I think that's okay, but it might not be okay for everybody. Do I want to represent myself like that? Do I want people to say, boy, she cusses like a sailor, or she has a foul mouth? You know? Can I have a decent conversation? Do I know how to communicate and express myself? Do I need to work on that? Maybe I need to find out about effective communication. We got the internet nowadays. There's people teaching classes on the internet. We don't even have to leave out of our house to go to a class or to educate ourselves or to look up something or to find out about something. So we need to use all our tools. But maybe I need to get out and actually go to a program. What am I willing to do to get it? Maybe I want to make these changes. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to go to a class. I don't want to be involved with these other people. I don't want to connect in with other people. I'm already counting it out. I'm already discounting it. I'm already talking myself out of it before I even got in. You really don't want it then. You're really not willing to do the work. So stop kidding yourself. Are you going to be about it? Are you going to move into it? Or are you going to get in a place where I'm requiring the spirit of excellence? You know why I like operating in the spirit of excellence? Because I know and believe that I deserve the best and highest good for myself. I believe I deserve good opportunities. I not only want good opportunities for myself, I want to be in the position that I can offer opportunities for other people. How can I do that if I'm not evaluating myself? If I'm not studying, if I'm not adding to my life, if I'm not upping my game to go to the next level? I can't do that. People have these broad ideas. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be an encourager, or I'm going to be a coach. We have a lot of people that want to be coach, but I can't be a coach if I'm not coaching myself. I got to be willing to coach myself. I got to be willing to help myself before I help somebody else. I mean, what good would that be? Somebody said, oh, let me coach you. And then you look at it and say, well, tell me about your life. Tell me a little bit about you. And then they're sitting here and they busted up. They're not barely making it. They're negative. So how can they help me? How can they coach me? I want somebody who has shown me that I'm this and I'm able to do this. I can produce this, or this is where I live at. This is where I walk in on a daily basis. I am evaluating myself every day in the spirit of excellence, seeing how I show up, being responsible for my energy, being able to move and shift and manifest and bring those manifestations in. And I have something to show to say, hey, yeah, I know about that and I've done this. I have I have a resume on that. I have some information that I can go back to that I can show you about that. A couple events, more than one or two events. Then I have something to give. And I didn't get here overnight. I've been through a lot of challenges. I've been through a lot of hardships. I've been through a lot of places where I was broken. And then I arrived here from the hard work, the dedication, and keep on keeping on, and not allowing those things just to come to my demise and just cause me to just give up. I just kept going. I kept going. I kept getting up. And that's why I'm here today. And now I want to share the things that I have achieved and the challenges I've made it through and the difficulty that I have experienced, and I came up on the other side. I want to share that with other people. Because I'm telling you, I know what it's like to go through that challenge or that fight. I know what it's like to let go of these things. I know what it's like to want to arrive on the other side and the hard work it takes. But when you're working with somebody or somebody who hasn't arrived, who hasn't had the challenge, who didn't get on the other side of it, that's still in the negative mindset, it's like, what can I gain from them? I'm just saying something to put something on your mind today. Just something to think about. Spirit of excellence. Why wouldn't you want the spirit of excellence? Why wouldn't you want to show up as your highest and best good to your children, to your husband, to your wife, to your partner, to your friends, to your community? Why wouldn't you? What is it that you need to let go of this morning? Is it addictive behavior? Is it an addiction? Is it a negative mindset? Is it a self-fulfilled prophecy where you're always, before you even get somewhere, you say, well, I don't think that's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to get in. I don't know if they'll get me for the job. I don't know if I can get past this sickness. I'm just going to accept things how they are. Are you there today? If you are, I'm encouraging you to come out of there. Come out of that negative mindset. You can be healed. You can overcome sickness and disease. You can overcome a negative mindset. You can be healed from a situation, from abuse. You can let go of that addiction. You can do it. But what are you willing to do? Are you willing to do the hard work? It's not going to happen overnight, but you have to start somewhere. Begin knowing that you are worthy of having good things in your life. You are worthy of having a wonderful relationships and jobs and opportunity. You are worthy of being in a place of happiness, having joy, waking up with joy. When you don't have things together in your life, when you have that negativity or those negative people in your life or that negative behavior, you don't have true joy. You don't have true happiness. You don't even know what that is. You're just faking the funk. But being in a place where everything is not perfect in my life, but I'm happy. I'm in a place where I'm happy about who I am. I'm happy about what the things that I say and how I show up. I'm happy about the choices that I make because I'm making the best choices for my best and highest good. Am I perfect? No. But I'm in a good place. Who wants to be in that good place this morning, this afternoon, tonight, wherever you are today? If you need some help, give me a call. Send me a message. If you want to work with me. If I'm not the venue or the avenue that you need to take to work with, then find somebody that you can work with. Find the place or the people that are there that will support you in that way. The people that you feel comfortable with, so you can be successful, so you can rise above that situation. And you are able to rise above that situation. As long as you have breath in your lungs, you are still here, you still have the ability to change. You can change your mind at any time and turn around, make a U-turn in your life. And I'm encouraging and I'm praying for you that you would do that. I want that for you so you could be happy You don't have to wake up and be upset and disappointed and miserable every morning. What is it that's making you miserable and upset? It's time to let it go. It's time to shave it off. It's time to release it. So I'm going to do a little healing, and this healing is just to encourage you. I want to encourage you that you have a change of heart, you have a change of mind, and that you be willing to do the work. And if you know that you have been faking the funk and you've been lying to yourself and saying that you're making changes and talking about changes, but you're not being about it, I'm asking that this energy will flow to you to help you to release the lies that you're telling yourself. Release yourself from the place where you're saying, I can't do better than this. You can do better. You can do more. I believe in you. I know it's possible. As long as you have breath and function in your body and in your mind, you can make a change. So make an intention and set that intention in your mind. You can say it out loud or in your mind and intend for the change that you need. Maybe you need extra support. Maybe you're already on the road to change, but you just need to see it through. Maybe you have not seen the open doors or opportunity yet, but just keep holding on. Don't let go. It could be right around the corner. And I'm just going to send this energy out to touch your heart. I'm asking that this energy and this healing will touch your heart. And if you want to receive this energy, just say, I receive, I accept. And this energy will flow to you. I'm asking, Spirit of the Most High, that you would break every addiction. Break the addictive behavior. Break the shame and confusion. Break the lies that they've been telling themselves or that others have been telling them that they can't make it or that they can't break free, because I know that they are able. And I know that you are able to help them if they would just ask for your help. Send this pure, loving energy. Let this energy be strong and powerful. I'm sending this energy straight to the heart and to the mind, that you would have a change of heart and a change of mind, that you would know that you could have the perseverance and the life that you desire, that you have the fight in you to be able to want the highest and best good for yourself, that you are not beyond a place that change can't come in. Send this loving energy. I'm asking for this energy to heal them mentally and emotionally, physically. Raise up this vibration. Raise it up in them and cause them in their atmosphere to feel in a positive, grounded position that they are ready to make changes. Acknowledge the changes that you've already made. Acknowledge where you're at. It is my intention that you would have a change of mind and walk in your wholeness, walk in your happiness. Gravitate towards the things that are happy and joyful. I'm asking that after this video, they will feel enlightened, happy, joyful, peaceful, excited about turning over a new leaf. I speak that your joy is coming up. I'm speaking that you'll have laughter into your day. That the peace that passes all understanding will fall over you. And that you will have a clear moment to think about where you are and where you want to be. And I'm asking that the warm feeling of unconditional love from Spirit would just wrap around you from the bottom of your feet to the crown of your head. That joy is filling you right now. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to make a comment, if you know somebody who needs this video, please share and like and send this video out. And I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. You have a blessed day, night, or evening. Watch the video as many times as you need it, and you will continue to receive the healing from this video. But if you want an individual healing, if you want to work with me one-on-one, please contact me. I will be happy and honored to work with you, and I will give you my highest and best good. I will operate in the spirit of excellence. Namaste.